Hello, good afternoon. Now the time here in Japan is 3 o'clock in the afternoon and it's time to begin the webinar. First of all, thank you so much for joining our webinar about robot sensors today. My name is Kazuhito Maeda. I'm responsible for Overseas Department and Marketing Department at Matsushima Measure-Tech. And I've been involved in this industry since 1995, if I talk about my past experience. And I will be hosting this webinar today, and our industrial marketing specialist, Mr. Mamoru Omura, will present the main session after this. And he's going to introduce typical robot sensors and those basic principles, advantages, and weak points for each sensor. Okay, before starting the webinar, I would like to tell you some precautions. Your microphone is muted during the webinar. So please use the Q&A column on the right side of the screen if you have any question. Questions are welcome at any time. So you can send your question by text on the Q&A column at any time. And we will have the Q&A session at the end to reply to your questions. And then if we do not have enough time to reply to your question during the webinar, then we will have an answer. We will send an answer by separate email later. Okay, so please let us introduce ourselves briefly in a short time. We Matsushima Measure-Tech are the solution provider for measurement or monitoring application in various things since 1946. We have these 5 ranges of products. One is level sensing technology, dust sensing, safety sensing, robot system, and some position sensors and control devices. And today we will be focusing on the level sensing technology, especially for point level detection switches. Okay, this is today's topics. And Omura-san, I'm going to switch the screen to you, so please proceed your session.
Thank you, Mr. Maeda. I'm Mamoru Omura, working for the export team in Matsushima Measure-Tech. Here is the topic for today's seminar. First one, I will explain about the role of the level monitoring in factories. Second, I will introduce the 6 types of the level switches and model selection guide. After my session, Mr. Maeda introduced our Matsushima level switches. The level sensing can be divided into the 2 categories, level switch and level sensor. Level switch is a pointing detection switches. It outputs the on and off signal. On the other hand, level sensor is continuous level sensor which outputs the analog signals. The customer can monitor the material level by the 0 to 100%. We will be focusing on the level switch in this seminar. In the past, the material levels in the silo are monitored by the manual measurements after the worker goes up the top of the silos. It's not efficient and it's hard work for them. If there are the 20 or the 30 silos, it causes heavy duty taking up 1 full day. Recently, the level sensor and switch are installed in the most silos. The operators just monitor the level display in the air-conditioned room, which supports their work. In many cases, level sensor is used for the continuous monitoring the material level and operating the silos. The level switches are used for the upper alarm and lower alarm to stop charging and discharging the materials. The level switch are installed at the high or the lower position of the silo, used for the detecting the full and the empty condition of the silos. When the high level the switch found the material level, it outputs the signals for the upper alarm as a full condition and stop charging. On the other hand, lower level switch found the no material, it outputs the signal for the lower alarm as an empty condition and stop discharging and start charging. There are 6 types of the level switches: rotary paddle type, conductive type, tilt type, vibrating type, capacitance type, and float type. Each type has advantages and disadvantages. They will be selected by the application, including the material characteristics. I will introduce each type one by one. The first one is a rotary paddle switch, which is specialized for the powder application. The paddle switch detects the material level that stops the paddle revolution under the paddle covered by the material. Because of the simple mechanical principle, it is not influenced by the material characteristic and process conditions. The second one is the conductive level switch, specialized for the powder application. When the detection rope gets the conductive state through the materials, it outputs the detection signal. This conductive state is drawn by the yellow line in this picture, which is a closed circuit through the switch rope, materials, and silo. It is less influenced by the specific gravity and dielectric constant of the material, but it cannot be applied for the non-conductive materials. The next is the liquid specialized conductive type. It consists of the earth electrode and several detection electrodes. When the switch detects the conduction between the earth electrode and the detection electrode, it outputs the detection signal. It is an affordable switch. Also, it is easy to adjust the detection level by cutting the electrode. Next, the tilt type is specialized for the powder application. The sensor part consists of the micro switch and the steel ball. After the tilting goes up to the material, the ball inside the sensor falls off, which makes the micro switch off. This switch detects the level by the 20-degree tilting. Because it is a simple and strong structure, it is applied for the bulk material applications. Next, it is powder specialized vibrating level switch. This probe is continuously vibrating, which when the probe is covered by the material, this switch detects the attenuation of the probe vibration. It can be applied for the fine powder application, and it is less influenced by the material characteristics. On the other hand, it is not suitable for the adhesion materials. The next switch is the fork type vibration switch. This fork probe is continuously vibrating. When the material covers the fork probe, the switch detects the attenuation of the vibration and outputs the detection signals. It can be applied for the liquid and powder application. However, the large size of the material and the adhesion material may get jammed between the fork. It may be the misdetection. The fork switch is not suitable for these applications. Next, a capacitance type. Capacitance type can be used for both powder and liquid application. It monitors the capacitance between the probe and tank. When the material covers the probe, it detects the capacitance change and outputs the detection signal. Because of the no moving part, it's a longer lifespan compared with the other types. If the material characteristics are changed easily, or if it is a mixed material inside the silo and its mix rate is not stable, the capacitance level switch is not stable. The next switch is the float type, which is a major type of the liquid application. It detects the material level by the floating power. So several detection points can be monitored by the single switch. Because it is a simple mechanism, it is a difficult adjustment are not required. For the many customers, we expected that it is not simple to select the suitable model for each application. We have a model selection list. After the seminar, we will share this list for your reference. But please feel contact us and share your application information. We are pleased to share our expertise and our experience for your application. Okay, thank you for listening my session. I hope my session supports your level switch application. After my session, Mr. Maeda introduced our level switches. Okay, I will give a switch to the Mr. Maeda.
Okay. Thank you so much, Omura-san, for your explanation about those general level sensors. From now, please allow me a few minutes to give you an idea how we can set right level sensor for solid applications. I'm going to focus on the solid applications. And let me explain about our latest two level sensors for such solid applications. Okay, according to my past experiences, I feel most of all solid or powder applications can be covered by these three major level switches. Those are rotary paddle level switch, capacitance level switch, and vibrating level switches. This comparison table shows basic principle and three features it's better to focus to help us to set right level sensors. For details, Omura-san has already explained about the detailed principles, advantages, blah, blah, blah. So what I'm going to say here is only one point. Where you select the right model, right level sensors for your applications, it's better we understand what is the weak point. What is the weak point of each principle so that you can imagine how you can solve your applications. For example, rotary paddle level switches, this is very reasonable, but there are many mechanical moving parts like motor, bearing, there is some sealing on the rotating part. So the lifetime is not so long. It is not so durable. If the application has some severe environmental conditions, probably the lifetime becomes shorter. So generally, we do not recommend rotary paddle for like heavy industries. Next one is capacitance level switch. Capacitance level switch is monitoring the capacitance value surrounding probe. So it is easily affected by the condition changes or moisture changes, material characteristic changes. Even in the season changes, readjustments sometimes required. So what I want to say for the capacitance level switch is it is easily affected by the environmental condition changes. The last one is vibrating level switch. vibrating level switch is continuously vibrating. So if some buildup on the floor happens, then it happens some malfunctions. So the weak point of vibrating probe is buildup or adhesion. So it's not suitable for aggressive or adhesive applications. So considering those features, I'd like to introduce our two level sensors. One is admittance level switches, and the other one is vibrating level switches. Again, we do not recommend rotary paddle level switches for heavy industries. So the first one is admittance level switches. This is basic principle is quite similar to capacitance level switches, but this admittance level switch has unique construction of additional probe inside additional probe inside the a metal probe. We call the guard electrode. This guard electrode can cancel the influence of like a build-up material. Plus, this admittance level switches, the detecting port is the tip of the probe. So it's less influence from the adhesion on the tank wall or something. That's why you can see this photo. That's why our admittance level switches provide stable level detection, even such big buildup on the probe. Okay, so this is the advantage of our MAL series admittance level switches. This provides superior durability and long lifetime as there is no mechanical moving part. Next one, no misdetection by build-up material by unique guard electrode construction. The last one is wide sensitivity ranges. Sometimes general capacitor level switches has narrow detection sensitivity ranges, so sometimes the customer must have multiple plural capacitor level switches to cover every application. But this our admittance level switches very wide, sensitivity range so very wide, so you don't need to have like a multiple level sensors. Okay, so next one is vibrating level switch. Just a moment. Let me give you the movie of our test for the forming beads. The forming beads is very light, low density, very light material. But this our vibrating level switches provide very stable detection. You can see. Yes. Okay, so you can see here our MVL series vibrating level switches advantages. The first one is high sensitivity and stable detection for fine powder, detectable from 0.0 and no influence from condition changes on characteristic material or moisture content like capacitance level switches. And the last feature is simple and easy adjustment, long lifetime and high durability. Okay, so these are the common advantages for both our admittance level switches and vibrating level switches. Two color LED indications. Because our this level switch has two color indicating lamp, then you can understand every condition of level switches without removing the cover. No power status, power on status, and detection status. You can understand these every conditions by one LED because it is two color. Next advantage is up screw type terminal box, so that you don't need to worry about losing the screws, or you don't need to worry to lose the screw in the process or something. Next advantage, housing swiveling mechanism, so that you don't need to worry about like a mounting position, about the wiring, how you can adjust the cable entry or something. No need. And last one is switch model selection. Just the selectable switch, by just this one simple selectable switch, you can select the upper limit detection or lower limit detection. Okay, at the last, in conclusion, I would like to summarize how you can select the right model. If you have existing rotary paddle level switches, we can expect these problems like easily broken, short lifetime, need periodical replacement. In that case, I would strongly recommend you to consider admittance level switch for build-up material, or vibrating probe, or if your material has some characteristic changes or like moisture content changes. And if you have some capacitance level switches, we can expect the problem of misdetection by characteristic changes, seasons, low density or something. In that case, you can consider vibrating level switches. And if you have existing vibrating level switches, you can expect the problem of misdetection by buildup. In that case, you can consider admittance level switches instead of capacitance level switches. And if your existing vibrating level switch has some problem of misdetection by low density, in that case, please consider our vibrating level switches very high sensitivity, detectable from 0.02. Okay, at the last, I'd like to tell you our one unique services. If you are worried about the performance of level switches, maybe you can send your material to our factory so that we can check the performance with our various level switches. What is the most suitable? Or if you are considering our admittance level switches but worry about the performance, then you can send your material to our factory. We will check the performance with our demo units in our factory. So please feel free to ask us if you have some question or if you worry about the performance of the level switches. Okay, thank you so much for sharing your time, your valuable time with us about this presentation. Let me go through to the Q&A session. One moment. Okay, we can go to the Q&A session. Just a moment. Okay. So thank you so much for listening our webinar, and we have several questions already. So thank you so much. Okay, so first question is for lower alarm, shall it broken the probe because heavy material press from up? How low we can install for lower alarm? I see. I think this question is talking about the material load for the lower detection, lower point detection maybe. Yeah. Okay, can you answer to this question?
So in this case, installing for the lower arm from the we have to consider about the material. This is very important. So material and side height. we can consider how much the pressure goes onto the probe. That depends on how much we can allow to the pressure to the vibration type, and admittance type is different. So we can calculate if you give us the material name, especially the bulk density, and also the height of the silo. Then we can consider the our lower detection level switch is applicable or not. If the higher pressure is coming from the for the material, we recommend it to from the installer top, or the installer top for the wiring type, or we recommending to the protector for the probe.
Yes. Yeah. Agree. Okay, so next question. Does Matsushima have a planning for making RF admittance and vibrating type for high temperature up to 500 degrees C? 500 degrees C.
500.
Yes.
Okay. Now our admittance and vibration type is 150 degree. This is the maximum temperature for our level switches. This 500 is a very big stage, but this is, I believe that this one is one of our next upgraded improvement for the designing. So we are planning, but we are not sure. So after we finding to the our developing, we will inform. We will announce.
Yeah, probably this 500 degrees C with vibrating level switch is not realistic.
Not realistic.
Yeah, but probably we can consider for admittance level switch, high temperature resistance, high admittance level switch. We should consider for our further developments, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And next question. Does Matsushima have a planning for making level switch type explosion proof?
This is also next one of the next developing stage.
Yeah, and we have several steps for explosion proof because we are the Japanese supplier. So the priority we have first, we will take acquire the explosion proof with Japanese standard TIIS. Then next step is we will consider international standard. I know there are three major standards. One is ATEX, FM, and IEC-EX. And I don't know the gentleman who asked this question is which area, but I believe probably IEC-EX is the most popular one. So probably we will have IEC-EX for our admittance level switch and vibrating level switch just after we acquired the Japanese TIIS explosion proof standard.
Yes.
Yeah. So next question. If customer want to send sample, do they prepare 18 liter? 18 liter.
Not exactly 18 liter. Maybe some that depends on the material. First, please understand what kind of the material, and we will discuss with our technical team, and we will reply to you the how much is sample is at least necessary. Yeah.
Yeah. So please first let us know what type of material, because of also the import regulation. Some material we cannot import past the custom clearance. Sometimes it's very difficult. So we have to understand first what type of material is, and if we have already reference, and we can judge the availability or possible or not possible by our past experience, you don't need to send the material, and we can judge. So first, please send us the information. Okay, next question is, what is expected lifespan of switches?
Lifespan. As Mr. Maeda
Lifetime.
explained,
Probably this is a lifetime.
yes, lifetime. Our admittance is more the longer lifetime is rather than the other type, and we expected that depend on the material and how much the customer is operating. Several years at least, even in the heavy duty. And if the customer is maintenance is very well in the checking sometimes and clean up the regular basis, we can expect it 10 years or
10 years.
20.
Yeah, maximum 10 years maybe. And at least 2 years, because we can provide 2 years warranty.
Yeah, yes, it's a big
This
point.
is our standard warranty, is 2 years. So we can guarantee 2 years. Then for over 2 years, it depends on the application, as he said. But we believe our construction is much longer than the general suppliers, because our design concept is suitable for heavy industries. Okay, so next question, a lot of question is coming. Next question
Thank you
is,
very much.
thank you very much. Does Matsushima have a planning for making level switch RF admittance of vibration? Oh, no, this one already. How long sensor can made by Matsushima product?
This one means the lead time?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, lead time.
Probably lead time.
Okay.
Manufacturing lead time.
Lead time is our standard admittance and vibration time. We have several probe lengths, but the standard length of the probe we always stock in at least 10 pieces or something. So we generally have a stock. So if you are urgent situation, and please tell us that it is urgent and please ship as soon as possible, and we will arrange to the maybe next day or if
Yeah.
we can do.
Yes. Okay, next question is there like any yearly or schedule maintenance on switches, or we use it until it malfunction? So yeah, I feel this is talking about the necessity of periodical maintenance, maybe.
But of course, this kind of thing is maintenance thing is that depends on the customer regulation, also the customer operation and material. If the sticky and very heavy duty environment and application, we recommend it more frequently the maintenance. Then of course the lifespan is much more longer. At least I expected the maintenance team is maintaining them at least 2 times a year or 1 time a year. So I recommend to take off the sensor and clean up the probe, extrude part. Then the lifetime is much more longer.
I see. Okay, so next question is, the commissioning conducted by the manufacturer is necessary for level switches?
Let's see. If the normal and easy application, and for example, the existing sensor is still going okay, and maybe no need commissioning from us. But sometimes a very difficult heavy-duty application, and also the existing one is some kind of not working well. Maybe I recommend it to the commissioning by our supervising.
Okay, so next question is, can you provide ANSI standard connection type?
If you requesting, we can provide with the specified, including the ANSI standard flange. Our standard is a screw type. So of course, customer can get these kind of special or the standard flange at the local side and combine with our sensor. But if the customer requesting, we can make it. Yeah.
Okay, next. A few more questions already. What point should I care about when installing a level switch?
Installing the level switches. Okay, the most important thing is charging material. When the install the level switches, the charging material does not cover the sensor and the probe part. Also, this one never hit to the probe part. This is a very important. So we recommended the changing to the position of the sensor. If the customer is difficult to changing the position, I recommend the protection cover. And also the vibration and material, remaining material around the sensor, we don't recommend this. So please change into different installation position. This is the important point for the installation for the level switches.
I see. Okay. Some extra question is coming. Okay. What is difference or feature between Matsushima RF admittance with competitor RF admittance technologies?
Okay. RF admittance means it's very strong for the adhesive material or built up the material. Some other manufacturer, our competitor is maybe different type, but the most different thing is that our competitor is Matsushima admittance is a guard electrode. Inside the probe, we have a guard special electrode. So even the small, even the some thick built up on the probe, this guard electrode physically avoiding the this noise signal. So this is totally different. But some RF, other manufacturer, the RF type is some parameter or something, so very difficult to adjust or something like that.
Okay. One more question. Sorry. Is the sensor waterproof model and can used for outdoor? If installed on top of silo tank, how long maximum distance range from sensor to bottom side? Material which detected is cement.
Well,
Is the sensor
many questions.
Sorry, let me understand first. Let us understand first the question. The sensor waterproof model. First, sensor water, it's IPU. What is the IP class?
Let me check. IP class is IP 67.
67.
Yeah.
Yes. So our IP is 67. So of course it is can be used for outside and 67. So most of all weather condition, no problem, totally no problem. Next question. If installed on top of silo tank, how long maximum distance range from sensor to bottom side? I think this is talking about the lower limit.
Lower limit also the wire.
Yeah.
The lower limit is, as I explained, the other question, we will consider about the material information, including the bulk density and also the silo height. And we can check the lower installation. About the wire cable is for the admittance, we can change to 10 meter. 10 meter is the maximum for the admittance.
Okay, so 2 more questions at the moment. What type of level switch is the best recommended? Difficult.
It depends on the condition, including material characteristics, material condition, for example, liquid and slurry and bulk material, and also the measurement environment. For example, the temperature, density, pressure and humidity. These kind of the things is important for the we will select the most suitable, best suitable the model. So of course, after this seminar, we will share the model selection list. We will share, but if possible, please always feel to contact us and sharing your application information. And we are happy to we try to make the best solution from our expertise and our experience.
Okay, two more questions coming. What is the minimum cold weather? Operating temperature for the switches. So,
Minimum cold weather.
yeah.
Minimum cold. Maybe asking from the Russia or minimum temperature is for the proper is minus 40 degree. 40 degree, but the housing part is a minus 20 degree because of there is the electrode part. Electrical board.
I see. Okay, so next question. Do you have plan to make rope type level monitoring sensor?
This one talking about the guide wire.
Probably, I feel so. At the moment, we don't have. Because we are more focusing on the non-contact radar and try to make the beam angle narrow so that we can cover most of all guided wave radar applications. If the beam angle narrow, then you don't need to use guided wave radar, and if the non-contact radar is stable. So, of course, we have such technology to go with the guided wave radar, but we are now more focusing on the non-contact. That is much more comfortable for the customer, we believe, because this is non-contact. So we are looking for the non-contact radar with more stable technology. That's why at the moment we don't have any development plan for guided wave radar. Okay, I think we have gone through all questions. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for a lot of questions and sharing your valuable time with us today. And after this webinar, we will send one simple questionnaire. So please, it takes about only a few minutes. Very simple. So, and please fill the questionnaire and send. Just you can fill and push the button, click the button. That's all. You don't need to send by email or something. Then after receiving the questionnaire, we will send our all material, including such model selection list, immediately by return email early next week. Okay, again, thank you so much for your time with us today, and we hope this webinar is helpful for you. And if you have any question, please feel free to ask us anytime. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
See you and have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.